This is an uncensored podcast about sex, sexuality, gender, and body stuff. Listener discretion is advised. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the person or persons sharing them. Some names have been changed to protect the anonymity of its participants. Hello, friends. It is Drew Michael. Wow. 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 I don't know why I feel like I sound like I'm talking into a tin can. I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. We'll see. We'll see later. How in the fuck is everybody today? Oh my god. I'm dead. I'm seriously dead. Um, I just had a fucking panic attack because I got an appointment reminder about a recording I have to do tomorrow with a future guest. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, I fucking missed this appointment. I thought the reminder was for today because I don't know what fucking day it is because my whole week has been uprooted by this fucking tropical storm Debby. Anyway, the person I'm recording with tomorrow is awesome. You'll hear about her later. But I have already missed one opportunity to record with her because I fucking absolutely forgot about it. And I've had to reschedule a couple times before that. I'm just like, why does this lady even want to be on this podcast? She must be the nicest person, or else, I don't know. I don't know. Or she's desperate. She's probably nice. I would say there's no way she's desperate to be on my podcast. But maybe. There's you never know. All right. So, how are you guys doing? Are you going through a tropical storm? Is that something that you guys are experiencing? I am pretty used to the storms. I've lived here in the Carolinas for like this is 6 years this month, I think, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, it's just something that happens. You're just lucky if it's not a category 5 hurricane, essentially. Like since I moved here, there hasn't been, I don't think there's been a category 5. I think there was a 3 literally like 2 months after I moved here. And that fucking really scared me and sucked a lot. But then since then, I don't think there's been anything that bad. I think I've stayed through like a 1 or a 2. I can't remember. But yeah, it's just a thing. And then the other thing is that like tornado warnings happen like all the fucking time. It doesn't even have to be hurricane season. They can happen outside of hurricane season too. And you just shelter in place and you kind of like, what's funny is that these days you can literally like tell like where the tornado is. Like you could, I think on some weather apps you can like just watch it going down Front Street and like it takes a right onto, Seville Drive, and then you're just like, oh, it's just trying to see the neighborhood. It's a Bay tornado. Oh God. So yeah, it's really fun. I've been at work twice when there's been tornado warnings, and we've had to tell everyone like, you don't have to stay here. You're free to leave, but like if you're gonna be in the building, we need you to like all cram into this one hallway. Thanks. Um, One time, we got a tornado warning on our vending machine in Spanish, so that was fun. It's just so much fun. Um, I don't even know, man. I'm very, very out of it right now. I waited to eat until like maybe an hour ago, and I just scarfed down some popcorn chicken in the car. Well, I mean, there's a tropical storm, but I'm still delivering Instacart because I'm poor. And that is that. I'm waiting for another shop. I thought I would record a mini-sode, a quickie-sode. What is a mini-sode? Don't say that. That's from a different podcast, Drew. You do quickie-sodes, a little quickie in a little afternoon delight. Okay, sorry. So today we're going to talk about three bad things, but because bad things happen in threes. But I want to mention a couple things first because I they need to be mentioned. So I finished watching recently the show The Decameron, which is so funny. It's like set in 1300s. What is that? The 14th century, Italy. They're like in Firenze, and then they like have to like leave the city to go to the countryside because there's like the great pestilence, like the bubonic plague is upon them, and like people are dying, and so like the rich fled the city and they went to their country homes and they just like tried to stay away from people. They actually that was like the smartest thing they could do. Unfortunately, only the rich could do that, so that's sad. But it was like a dark comedy, obviously, and the cast is amazing. And Tony Hale from Veep and from a bunch of other amazing shows. Arrested Development. He was in the Decameron, and you see his booty, and it was like really nice. I wonder if they had a body double for him because his booty was strangely really nice. I will say that I think the Decameron, it comes from a piece of literature that's like old timey. Maybe it is in Italian or something. Let's look this up because I don't want to sound stupid. But the person I talked to who knew a little bit more about it, who I clearly didn't fully listen to, um, he was like, "Oh, it's like supposed to be really, really disgustingly dirty." Like, let's see, Wikipedia, the Decameron, Italian or Decamerone, subtitled Prince Galliot, and something nicknamed Lumana Commedia, the human comedy, as it was Boccaccio that dubbed Dante Alighieri's comedy. What am I saying? It's a collection of short stories. God, that took forever. Of the 14th century Italian author Giovanni Boccaccio. The book is structured as a frame story containing 100 tales told by a group of 7 young women and 3 young men. They shelter in a secluded villa just outside Florence in order to escape the Black Death, which was afflicting the city. Is it supposed to be dirty? Yeah. It was a document like whatever. I can't find anything else. But yeah, so apparently it's like debaucherously filthy, and like maybe there's a translation I could get my hands on. But the thing that was so amazing about the Netflix version of this was wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, what does this say? It says papal censorship. Despite its enduring popularity, the Decameron's overtly anti-clerical stances frequently brought the work into conflict with the Catholic Church. Oh, it doesn't say it was just dirty. I think people weren't as like against sexy things at different times throughout history. They just were against other things, and then it just we just assume everyone was a prude before like yesterday, but no, it's actually not the case. Oh my god, I'm dying. I feel like my breathing is labored. Am I dying? So the version that I saw on Netflix was so funny, and the costumes were like ridiculous. They were like so amazing, but also like so well done, and also like hilarious. Like all these huge hats and headpieces that the women would wear, and like the men's outfits were like It's like back in the day when men would wear like their little tights and their little like plumey pants and like, ugh, just so funny. Um, I hope that it wins some kind of an award. Obviously, it didn't make the Emmys this year, but I think maybe next year it'll hit that shit. Um, it was just really good. So everyone should go watch it. Tony Hale, the combination of Kamala Harris running for president and Tony Hale being in the Decameron has made me start watching Veep again. So that's exciting. Everyone go watch Veep. It's so funny. Um, and then what else? I'm going to say that in a second. Oh, there was some kind of picture that I took, and I wanted to talk about it on the podcast. Um, that's a picture of my dog. That's a picture of my dog's teeth. I'm going to talk about that. I have a lot of pictures of my dog's poop, which, again, I'm going to talk about. Oh, I took a picture of Susan Bratton was on our show like a couple months ago. She has posted an ad for 50% 50% off. I think the sale ended, but it's like a penis pump ad, and they were using the clip of that French guy in the Olympics that tried to get over the bar and his like dick hit the bar. It says, "Do you want an Olympic-sized bulge?" That's really cute. And she's holding the pumps and smiling. It says betterlover.com, so check that out. There might still be something going on. More pictures of poop. Some pictures of my dog in a basket with sun hitting her because I'm obsessed with my dog, apparently. Oh, a picture of my finger with a Band-Aid on it. That's great. What am I sending? What is it that I wanted to tell you guys about? God, I need to get a fucking life. I have so many pictures of my dog, and I feel like she's made an appearance on the last couple. Oh, this is another thing with the Olympics. Steven Nedorosek. He's like a young 20-something gymnast for America, for the U.S. He's really cute, and everyone's talking about how him and other like divers and gymnastics male stars are like they're like apparently bringing the body hair this year. Like they're deciding not to shave their armpits for the first time in a long time. Can't imagine that's true, but hey, I support it. Anything that gets people to be more natural is what I'm about. Oh, there's another thing going on the internet, and maybe I want to talk to Maya about that. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that out loud. Oh, there's a video of my friend on a spin bike. Yep, I took a video of him on a spin bike. What the fuck was it I was going to talk to you guys about? Maybe I've already seen it. Maybe I've already passed it. Maybe there was nothing. Yeah, I think there's nothing. Oh, I took a picture of a really hot guy that was swimming at my job the other day. I was like, I need to be able to tell somebody about this guy. He's so yummy. Okay, let's talk about 3 bad things. Oh, and by the way, guys, would you please go to wherever you can rate or review the podcast or subscribe to the podcast. Please give us 5 stars. It's really easy, especially on Apple, guys. You just say, yes, I want to subscribe. I want to follow or whatever. I want to like. I think it's follow. And then you go down and you can just give us 5 stars or however many stars you want. 1 star is better than 5. Or sorry. What was that laugh? 1 star is better than nothing. I don't know. I actually don't know if that's true. Maybe 0 stars are better than 1 star. 5 stars are what I'm asking for, honestly. If you think there's room for improvement, 4 stars I can get down with. I don't really need anything below a 3. Not really. I don't think that's going to help anything out. But, all of these things do really help you guys. There's only certain ways to show your support for a podcast, and this is a free podcast. So please do the things. Take a second out of your day to do that for me, and I will keep making the podcast for the rest of your life or until I die, whichever happens first. The other day, this woman came into my work, and she always gives us fresh flowers for our desk, and she does an amazing job. And I said to her, Oh my God. And she's like probably like in her 70s. I said, oh my God, you do such an amazing job with these flowers. And I said, would you please do the flowers at my funeral? I don't know why. I don't know why I think that's so funny. I'm gonna have to edit this out. I'm gonna laugh too long. Okay. I guess I'm in a good mood. I'm really not. I feel like shit. Okay. So the three bad things. I don't even have to look at my notes. I know what they are. Um, so I don't know that that bad things happen in threes. Um, and now I can't remember if the third thing was a tropical storm. Um, Let me try to remember all the bad things. I guess it could be. It's got to be. Otherwise, there's two more bad things about to happen because bad things happen in threes. So one bad thing that happened recently was that I cut my finger on a wine glass. That fucking sucked. Okay, I was finally going to do what everyone in my household does, which is to put the wine glasses in the dishwasher and just run them through. I was like, no, no, we don't do that. We don't put wine glasses in the sink with the other dishes. We don't put them in the dishwasher. There's just too big of a chance they're going to get broken because they're so delicate. Let's just hand wash our wine glasses, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, I've totally broken a wine glass while hand washing it, but I didn't cut myself that time. So then I'm all alone living by myself nowadays. So I thought, okay, so let me just like, I'm the only one here. I can safely put this glass in the dishwasher and wash it with the dishes, and I won't have to worry about, you know, anything happening to the wine glass. And so then as I'm putting the wine glass down into the dishwasher, it slips out of my hand and I go to grab it. It hits a dish and it explodes. And then I grab it as it's exploding and it like slashes me between my pointer finger and my middle finger. And it only kind of nicked the inside of my middle finger, but it absolutely like filleted my my pointer finger on the inside. There was like a flap. So I today's like the first day I haven't worn a band-aid on it. It's healing really well because I'm, you know, the epitome of health, but at least physically, not mentally, and except for I'm super fat. Um, but yeah, it sucked. It really really sucked, and it's like it's happening at the same time as like I'm dealing with my dog being not well. My dog's had diarrhea for like a week essentially. Tomorrow it'll like be a week. And I'm realizing that the company I use to see like for veterinary care like really sucks. Like I pay a monthly fee and then I'm supposed to be able to take her there whenever there's an emergency or whatever. And um, several times now they've kind of let me down, but also like this time like I was like I need to see you and they're like we don't have enough doctors, like you're gonna have to take her to a location in a different state. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? My dog has diarrhea. Like I'm not gonna drive to North Carolina with a diuretic chihuahua. I'm not doing it. And so yeah, they're like, well, you're gonna have to go somewhere else then. And I'm like, yeah, but I pay you guys every single month to have these services, and then when I go to utilize the services, you're not available. So fuck you. So I'm thinking about changing vet services. But um, I took some advice. The same service has like an online virtual situation, and I like was able to talk to like a vet online from the same company, and she was really helpful. Um, I actually don't know that she was a girl, and I don't know what her name was, and I don't know. I just know she was a doctor, and I think she was a she, so we're gonna go with it. Um, so basically, I've been like, I had was told to fast my dog until like, well, I didn't fast her until she stopped pooping, but like she had already been eating less, and then I was fasting her, and now she hasn't pooped in like 2 days. But she now eats only. I put her on white rice, and then we do like white rice and chicken, just like the most bland. Like I boiled a chicken breast and sliced it up, and she's just been eating bland chicken with white rice. and she hasn't pooped in 2 days. So I guess if you want to bind your shit up, there you go. That's the thing to eat. Apparently, rice is so super binding. So yeah, I'm waiting for that shit to happen. Hopefully, it'll be solid. But she literally has been shitting everywhere, like all over the laundry room, in the corner in my parents' bedroom, in a corner of the living room, in the corner of my bedroom, in the corner of my stepdad's office. Like, I have to clean carpets. I have to like clean rugs. I have to clean, tile and wood. I'm just like, feel like I'm in the business of shit. Like, I should just start like some kind of like a house of dominatrix, like where like you can come and I'll just like have my dog shit on you. If that's your thing, come on over, baby. I'm gonna have my Chihuahua diarrhea on your forehead. Um, there's been like black, there's been brown, there's been red, there's been orange, like every color of shit, slightly lumpy, diarrhea with peas in it. I should have issued a trigger warning. Um, yeah, it's insane. I am so sick of her being sick that I might take a poop on her. I might poop right in front of her just to see if like that will be like, "Hey, listen, this is how you make poop. This is how you really make poop. Can you do this now?" Um that reminds me that I have this irrational thought. Okay, so I have been like taking care of my dog all summer long, and like we've been here all alone without the help of like my parents, who went on vacation or whatever. They've been traveling the country. We've been without them for like over a month, and like nothing bad has happened so far. Like, I've been feeding her, we've been sleeping, like everything's good. I've even been letting her sleep in my bed and in my room, which I never do, but I'm like terrified that she's not going to get enough like love and affection. And I know that like she's a little dog, and she like gets kind of like sad and or stressed out or anxious, and then like that can cause tummy troubles too. Like, she's had some issues with her belly before. So basically, when this diarrhea thing started, I had to like start putting her down in the laundry room, and then she started vomiting too, and I was like, oh my god, like I don't know what to do. Like, she doesn't want to be away from me at night. And I was like, fuck. So now I started sleeping in my parents' bedroom so I could like be near her. Um, but right before the diarrhea started too, I wanted to bring this up, and I'm going to ask a guest in future episodes about this too. What do you guys think about having sex in front of your dogs? Because I don't like it. I've never had sex in front of Tulsi, and I don't want to. I I think of Tulsi as a little baby girl, and I don't want to have sex in front of her. Um, I've seen her hump other dogs and hump inanimate objects, but like that's really more of like a power move. It's not really about sex for them. So she's not really a sexual being. I mean, I had her ovaries removed before she could like have a sexual anything. Like, she never even had a period. Um, I sometimes wonder if she has any bone in her body that's sexual or like maternal, or anything that was removed with her ovaries. I don't know. I don't know. I think she only thinks about food. She's kind of like me. Maybe I had my ovaries removed. All I think about is food. I think about money. My dog would probably be motivated by money too if she knew what it was. And like a belly rub, and a belly rub could be sexual, but it's like, it also just feels really good. Like, I would just go for a belly rub. I don't need it to be like happy ending belly rub. I just need to like have my belly rubbed. So there's that. Um, I'm afraid that, so since I started having to have my dog in my room with me, I started finding less and less time for masturbating. And so like I would be like, okay, listen, here's what we're going to do. For the first part of the night, you're going to sleep down here on the floor, and then you're in your little bed on the floor in a corner where you kind of like can't see up into the bed, and then I'm going to, consider watching porn and masturbating up here on the bed. So you don't have to see it, but then you're not like also locked out of my room all night where you're going to be sad or whatever. So it slowly, gradually, the first couple times I tried it, I actually fell asleep with my laptop on my chest because I get really tired at night now. It's wonderful. Um, I've passed out more times than I can remember while trying to masturbate. Not even just recently, like, but my younger days, it was because I was drunk and trying to masturbate. Now it's like it was a long day and I'm tired. Um, but so there was this thought in my head that somehow I had traumatized my dog by masturbating in front of her, and then like she couldn't digest food properly. I know that sounds really batty, but like I think maybe I'm onto something. Don't you think? Don't you think I'm kind of onto something? I don't know. Why don't you guys let me know, please, please, please. Um, what was it that I was fucking saving for you guys to see in my photos? I'm trying to figure it out. Um, so, oh yeah, pray for Tulsi, justice for Tulsi's intestines, and the last bad thing. I really think there was another bad thing, but I don't remember. Other than like me working all the time and still being poor and not being paid enough, and then like almost losing my car recently. Whoops. Um, Other than those things, I think those were three previously bad things. Now there's a tropical storm here. So there's that. I really thought there was another bad thing that happened. Ugh, it'll come to me. I'll have to do another whole other episode about it. But yeah, tropical storm Debby's here right now, and so far like nothing really bad's happened. Although they keep saying, "Oh, wait for tomorrow," but wait for tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be much worse. Here, let's go on the weather bug. There's this website called weatherbug.com, you guys. What the fuck is rr.com? I don't know. Weatherbug. Weatherbug.com is awesome. So, yeah, we've been in the middle of this like swirling vortex of shit for like 2 days now. It's not going anywhere. It's just hanging out. It's just raining. It's not even like intense winds. It's just literally precipitation. And it's huge. It's like affecting like the shore of like Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, up into Maryland and Delaware. I'm sure they're getting some inclement weather in like New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts. Like there's I actually don't know if those were affected by the same system. There was like another system that like collided with that system in the north. It looked like maybe it's like carrying it away. But like yeah, and then they keep saying that the storm is here or there, and I'm like, is the storm or is like the eye of the storm? Like I don't know, because the storms I see a thing, and I'm right in the middle of it. So the storm's fucking here. They've been saying the storm's not here, and I've been saying I think the storm's here. We had 10 minutes of like torrential rain and then like nothing and then like more torrential rain, like just like on and off all day for the last 2 days. But now they're saying that like it's going to be even worse like tonight or tomorrow. I'm just like, ugh, are you serious? I don't know. It's been a lot of rain, but it's like been like sporadic, so I feel like it gives everything time for like the rain to like go away. Also, it looks like there's like rain hitting like inland, like some of the more intense rain is happening inland, which will eventually make it so that the rivers here flood because it'll come down from higher land and it'll flood us right here in the low country. So that's fucking awesome. And her name is Debby, which is my mother's name. So I've been having some fun with that. I guess that's the last bad thing. That's not the worst bad thing. I wish I had written down the three bad things because I I don't know that I can't actually look at this tropical storm as being like a bad thing, other than the fact that like we kind of thought it was going to be worse. We always think it's going to be worse than it is, and then it's not so bad. But also, wait, this is weird. There looks like a storm that's like a perfect semicircle in the north by Newfoundland. It's like around St. John's City or whatever. It looks like something cut it off. Like oh, we just don't report here. Like maybe there's some glitch in the in something. I don't know. Why is there a perfect semicircle? This is some alien shit. I know it. I know it. Oh yeah, that was really nice. This is like, no, I'm not gonna say it. There was that Howard Stern movie. I think it was called Private Parts. Was it called Private Parts? Where he like was on the radio and he had his wife like get on the speaker and with her vagina and he was like, and she had an orgasm. That was a dumb movie. Why did anybody? All right, guys, that's all for this week's Quickiesode. I just hope that you are all doing well and you are staying dry or whatever. And please let me know if you want. You can write in at makesexwithmepodcast@gmail.com if you have anything you want to share with me. I'd love to share it on the pod. And please rate, review, subscribe, as I mentioned before. I am about to go watch the movie 1946 and review it on a future episode. And I hope you guys watch it too. It's online. You have to buy it. It's like $3 or something, but it's supposed to be like really, 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 really good. 1946. I'm not going to explain it. I'll explain it later. I hope you guys are filling your holes with whatever makes you happy, even if it's watching the movie Twisters with an S. I'm probably never going to see that. Is Helen Hunt in that? I love Helen Hunt. She's on season 3 of Hacks, and I'm loving it. Okay, bye!